luxury life and doing luxury things are two different things. If you want to live a luxury life, it has to be a continuous thing over and over. If you want to do luxury things once in a while, there's nothing wrong with it, but that's not a luxury life. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Makita, but you can call me the Real Impulse. And on this channel, we're teaching the girls how to spend the money that pays them, okay? Pays them. And if you're not treating yourself, that is weird. Do me and the rest of the metropolitan area a favor. Stop being weird. But don't worry, I got you. We're going to teach you, especially today. So today, we're going to be talking about how to live a luxury life on a budget. Because I don't know about you, but in this economy, we can't be outside doing things that the people that make the millions are doing. Okay? I'm going to be in my house making it happen the way that I can. And I'm going to tell y'all how to make it happen the way that you best can. I got a phone. Because I got a camera. I will never get over it. I can look at my phone. Let me look. Okay, so first, to live this luxury life on a budget, you need to find what luxury means to you. What is aspirational to you? What makes you feel your highest self and you consider that luxury? Like for me, it's shopping, traveling, and self-care, like skincare, body care, you know, hygiene, things like that. Those are my luxuries. So when I define those luxuries, I can then break them down into how often I want to do it and how much I can spend in those areas. So basically, the first way to be in your luxury state on a budget is to set a budget. So when I say set a budget, let's break it down into different types of budgets. So first would be, you know, obviously the money budget. How much can you realistically afford? You don't want to be planning a trip to Dubai and you could barely afford to go to DC. You see what I'm trying to say? So make sure that you are planning a trip that you're not fighting for your life to obtain. Make sure you're planning a lifestyle that you are not fighting for your life to obtain, because then it doesn't feel like luxury. It feels like stress. It feels like it's not worth doing. You see what I'm trying to say? So break down the habits realistically. Number 2 is gonna be time budgeting. Okay, you want to make sure that you budget, like not money budget, but like how much time do I want to spend on this each time. So for me, every time I'm traveling on a trip, do I want to spend 5 days or 4 days? How much can I realistically afford to keep doing it consistently throughout the year? Because that's another thing about luxury. If it only happens once, it's like, dang, I'm never gonna get that again. But if it happens like every once in a while, I'm treating myself continuously, it's like I live a luxury life. You see what I'm trying to say? Living a luxury life and doing luxury things are two different things. If you want to live a luxury life, it has to be a continuous thing over and over. If you want to do luxury things once in a while, there's nothing wrong with it, but that's not a luxury life. It's just doing luxury things every once in a while. You see what I'm trying to say? So for me, if I'm going on a trip, if I'd be like, okay, I can afford to do 4 trips in a year, but each of those 4 trips have to be 4 days. You see what I'm trying to say? Budgeting your time so that you can do it consistently. It's all about maximizing. So don't think small, think big, think how often, not with a bare minimum. Next, you want to think about your habits. What current habits do you have that you can cut out? Like some people want to go on these trips and buy these new skincare products and buy all the clothes and shoes and whatever they want, accessories that they want. Shop Luxe Mpulse. But you're not telling yourself no when you're supposed to. So another thing that you need to budget out of your life is the nasty spending that you're doing, okay? Let's not try and buy things that are like, oh, you know how if you go to a Pink and they're like, what is it, like 7 for $35 now panties? Or if you go to like Best Buy and they're like, you can get this tripod and this thing and that thing all together for the bundle of $100. You wasn't even thinking about buying that to begin with. So let's not separate and derail from what we're planning to do, which is live that luxury life. Always ask yourself, tunnel vision, always ask yourself, does this allow me to live the luxury life that I want? And if it doesn't, don't get it. The first step to being and budgeting that luxury life is to budget in all aspects of your life, not just the money. After I determine my budgets, I then ask myself, when's the next time? When is the next time that you will be doing said luxury thing? This is going to be your optimal moment to delve deeper into your higher self. So you want to plan the next time you will be entering the realm of your higher self, and it cannot be too far away, otherwise you're not going to have something to look forward to. Like, I can't say I want to do skincare, like a deep skincare or deep tissue massage, or go on my next trip, or do my next shopping spree. Like, we're in July today. I can't say I want to do this in July next year. You have to be realistic with yourself to live that luxury life. Your luxury life has to be, like I said before, continual. So if I want to live that luxury life, now you don't have to do all of them at the same time. I could be like, okay, we're in July. In August, I'm going to do my deep skincare thing. In October, I'm gonna go on my next shopping spree. In December or January, I'm gonna go on my next trip. Now, December and January is a big hefty time for me because it's birthdays, Christmases, and all things in between. So I don't really be planning no trips in that time frame, but I do want to go on a trip for my birthday. That is really what I want to do. Like, I don't care that my birthday is so close to all the holidays in the world. Well, all the biggest holidays. I got New Year's, Christmas, and my birthday all together in the same week. So, yeah, I'm living that life. So, I just feel like if you want to live a luxury life, your next step after budgeting for that luxury life is to plan when that luxury life will occur and to continually occur. You can't start and then not do it for another year, because then you're not living a luxury life. You see what I'm trying to say? So just make sure that you're continuously practicing luxury lifestyle habits, and you will be living a luxury life. But it all comes with planning and budgeting. And finally, which I feel like is one of the obvious ones, is to save. But for me, it's to save over the amount that you set for the budget, so that you can truly dive into being a luxury liver. A luxury liver? Luxury lifestyle. I think luxury lifestyle. So I feel like when you have to think about anything when you're in that luxury state, when you have to tweak anything, count your money, or anything like that, it no longer feels like luxury. It feels like you're forcing yourself to do something that you're not actually meant to do, and that takes away from that luxury feeling that you're aspiring for. So when you're budgeting, you set a budget of $100, you save $150, $200. So that whenever you see something, like, for example, if I'm on vacation and let's say I set a budget of $1,000, right? So I set the budget of $1,000, but then I see this cute souvenir that I want to get, but that wasn't in the budget of the $1,000. I'm going to start throwing my mind off, like, should I really get it? I mean, it's a one-time thing, and then, like, you're trying to convince yourself that you should get it, or if you should not get it. Like, you really want it, but you're trying to tell yourself, like, no. You know? And that defeats the purpose of luxury life. It should be, if I want it, I got it. Ariana Grande. So I feel like if you are trying to live a luxury life, it shouldn't be you questioning anything. Everything you want, just like that, it's in your hand. So if you went to a spa and you see that you wanted to get the deep tissue, but then you see that you want a facial too, get the facial. Luxury is all about treating yourself and making you feel your highest self, most optimal self, no matter the situation that you're in. You can also find luxuries like in life, but sometimes you really just want to get a massage. Sometimes you really just want to go on that trip. Sometimes you just want to be a little bit bigger than what you're normally doing. So you have to make sure that you budget that into your budget. So you budget for one thing, you save for the other thing. All the planning, budgeting, and saving has to be done before the execution of whatever that luxury is. If you do not complete it before the execution of the luxury life, it will not feel luxury. It needs to be 100% in pristine planning, so that you, whenever you end up in that situation, like I'm on my shopping spree treating myself, no thinking about how much you can spend, no thinking about how much time you can do in it. All of that had to be already plan. So if I say I'm going on that shopping spree in October, all the planning of how long I'm going to spend there, how much I'm going to spend in there, how much I plan to spend, how much I really can spend, all of that is done already. There should be no calculations during the shopping spree. There should be no, oh, let me check my bank account. No checking. It's no longer luxury when you have to second guess, triple check it. It's no longer a luxury. Luxury should be a flow state. It should be, this is what I want, this is what I'm getting, this is what's happening, this is what I'm adding. It should never be a question. Don't ever question it once you're in the execution phase. That is where the highest self is being conscious. That is where your highest self needs to have no subsidiary thoughts. It should always be, here's where your highest self is, here's where your normal lifestyle is. You're gonna be bouncing back and forth between it in this luxury life because you can't always live that life when you're in a budget. That's the reality of it. So you're constantly bouncing back and forth between it, and you don't want to be at this state thinking about this state. Always be in this state thinking in this state, and that is where you feel that luxury. Just remember that luxury is what makes you feel at your highest self. So if traveling makes you think about the carbons in the air and global warming and things of that nature, maybe traveling isn't for you. Maybe you should try traveling, maybe walking to places or riding a bike to places, you know, and just trying to find other ways that make you feel of your highest self, because it really isn't for everybody, and luxury to a person differs from person to person. So find the luxury that makes you feel your highest self and then execute it. Just also remember that people make it seem like it's so effortless when you go on Instagram, when you go on TikTok, when you're on YouTube. It really isn't. It's all about timing and the energy that you put into living that luxury life. Luxury life is not for the weak, because it is something you have to keep up with, because you have to know what you want, because your luxuries are also going to change as you get older. So you have to always know what you want. You have to always know when is the right time for me to do it. How can I plan for this to happen? It's a lot of planning and execution that goes into living a luxury life. It doesn't just fall into your lap. You don't just say, oh, I'm a luxury person, and you do nothing luxurious. So if you really want to live a luxury life on a budget, you got to put in a little bit of work. But once you put in that little bit of work, and once you get into the habit of treating yourself continuously, you're gonna be set. So just make sure you're practicing it. The energy that luxury life brings to you, that brings you to your higher self, is what you're gonna radiate, which is why I always strive for a luxury life, because I refuse to give off broken ghetto. So that is it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Follow me on Instagram at Makita and MK3DA_. Follow my business page on Instagram at Luxe Mpulse, and follow my business page on TikTok at Luxe Mpulse. And I will see y'all in the next one, which is where I would tell my regular peoples everything that's been going on for the past 2 weeks, because I have been gone. But I haven't been gone. I've been gone, but I've been working. So let me fill y'all in a little bit. Your girl has been tired. That's it. Bye.